So, good morning to everyone. I am here with today's newspaper. I have taken the Hindu newspaper, which is very important for UPSC preparation. So, now let us begin with the newspaper. So, I am going to discuss which articles are the important for the UPSC point of view, especially not with the state pieces. It might work in state pieces as well, but especially I am going to talk about the UPSC. So here the first article is ISRO docks two satellites, puts India in elite league. It is an important article because it is a mission of the ISRO and UPSC has asked various questions from the ISRO missions. It is important from both prelims point of view and means point of view as well. So now let us go to the another article. Here the another article is Tamil Nadu drone Didi's spray field in a jiffy. It is also an important article. It is important from the point of view of science and technology and the governance as well, because how the drone is helping for a productivity of agriculture and what the government are doing in this technology and how the government can afford it. So there are some various aspects of this technology. So you have to read this article as well thoroughly. Now this page number is not important, so much important because it is local news. It is for awareness when you are living in those areas. This one also not important. Here, this Union Cabinet clears third launch pad at Harikota. This one is very important. And now let us move to another page. What is it? This is Spotlight. ISRO, not ISRO. I'm sorry. The Hindu covers the Ground Zero and Spotlight like programs just to show it. ये तो बिल्कुल भी इम्पोर्टेंट है नहीं है यूपीएससी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मेट्रो प्लस Okay, now come to the editorials. So we have to read this editorial as well. Not every editorial is important. We have to select which editorial is important from the UPSC point of view, which is not. So here it is great anniversaries of peace initiative are role for India. Like so, let us study some lines to understand what is all about this editorial. In the minutes before the deadliest tsunami in India's memory tore through its southeastern shores and easterns, I think it is related to disaster and how we should manage it. So you have to read it. An alliance of democracies with India at its core. This one is also important. You have to read this article as well. This one is not important. Has T20 cricket de-skilled Indian batting. Not so much important. The role of social media editor in today's newsroom. This is important. You can see this article. Okay, because social media is playing a phenomenal role into the election. Like you have seen in the US election how the meta has played a role, and there were a lot of articles you can find out in Google, and even many prominent newspapers like Hindu and Indian Express has also written articles on it. So this one is very, very, very important from the means point of view as well as from interview point of view. This one is also important. Okay, that now come to the text and context. Text and context are the treasure of the knowledge. They are the treasure. So here you can see what is the topic here, the impact of rupee weakening. This one is important. You have to understand how the weakening of the rupee impacts our economy and what will be impact on the import and export competitiveness and how will it affect, and it has discussed like need and real, which is a previous year question of UPSC. I think it has been asked in the year 2021. I'm not sure about it, but it has been asked like there was a direct question, what is real? Okay, so this is important from the mains point of view as well as from prelims point of view. ये तो छोड़ ही दो, इसको तो करना ही नहीं है बिल्कुल भी. And Singapore to help India semiconductor industry, it is important because semiconductor has strategic importance for any country. Okay, so you can also do one thing. You can also read about Kabil. What is Kabil? Okay, it is a limited company of the government of India. Okay, now the Indonesian president to be the chief guest on Republic Day. You have to read about the Indonesia and how is the relations with the Indonesia with the India and how import and export is affecting each other's economy, whether we have free trade agreement or not. And so we have to read about the Indonesia and what is the strategic importance of the Indonesia, where does it lies. You have to do mapping as well. So UPSC will not directly ask the question like who will who was invited on this Republic Day. So like sometimes state PCS can ask such type of questions like memory based. They ask the question mainly on ratification or memory based question, but UPSC is more focused on the conceptual understanding. This one is important. RBI announces steps to boost cross-border transactions in rupee. You have to go through. This article is also important. Bezos Blue Origin launches rocket on merit test flight. Like science article. This one is very important. Long overdue short-term regimen for TB said to be a game changer. UPSC has asked many time questions from bacteria, viruses, like various health missions of India, and mainly UPSC will ask question like that we have program elimination by this year for TB, measles, rubella. Okay, and UPSC is keenly interested, particular in this area. So you have to go through it. And many questions ask like how many hours we should dedicate to the newspaper reading. I will suggest them that only give 30 to 45 minutes, not even 1 hour. It is more than enough. 45 minutes are more than enough. And just read. Best of luck. Thank you.